Breaking news coming in here on the Newshour tonight. Terrorists, it seems, have attacked the Amarnath Yatra. Pilgrims have been attacked. A police party that was also guarding this entire Amarnath Yatra pilgrims has also been struck in this terrorist attack. Let me go across to Editor-in-Chief Rahul Shivshankar, who joins me live from Mumbai. Rahul, what are the details that we are getting? When did this attack take place? Are any details about how many pilgrims or even the police personnel may have been injured in this attack?
Navika, reports that are coming on are sketchy as of now, but we can confirm that a bus carrying pilgrims has been attacked. There are various contradictory reports, and I must emphasize this point, contradictory reports on casualties. There are some who are claiming, in fact, that two pilgrims might have been killed, but there is no confirmation independently of that here in Times Now. We are trying to ascertain those facts. 4 have been injured. We can tell you that in this particular attack, for sure, 2 others might be in a critical state. This has happened in Anantnag, a pilgrim bus, and this is not the first time, because last week, you might recall, Navika, that there had been an attack, or at least shooting, in the near vicinity of Anantnag. In fact, in the old town of Anantnag, there was shooting right in the heart of the square. And we are being told that militants have attacked the forces that were with the party, with this party of tourists at Batengo, Anantnag in South Kashmir. Passing by, a vehicle came under attack. 2 have been injured. Now, this is not to be a big surprise, because remember, Times Now had reported, and we had put out an intel report, if you remember, Navika, where we had said that militants were planning to target this yatra because they wanted to spread communal tension. So there has been an attempt here to target the Amarnath Yatra. We're going to try and get Farid and Pradeep on this. Farid, I think he's there.
That's right, Farid. Farid is with us. Rahul, let me go across to meet Farid, who joins me from Srinagar. Farid, what are the details of this attack on the Amarnath Yatris that you're getting?
Well, Navika, it seems initially it was an attack on a police party that was escorting this particular Amarnath Yatra convoy. Now, it seems that there was a Yatra bus which was coming back from Baltal. It was moving back to Jammu. It got caught up in the crossfire, and we're getting reports that 6 Yatris have been injured. 2 of them are said to be critical. Unconfirmed reports suggest that 2 have succumbed to the injuries, but again, this is something very sensitive, so we'll wait for the official confirmation on the same. Now, right now, there are massive build-up of the troops. The area has been completely sealed. There are operations that are going on, but the first priority is to ensure that these yatris are shifted to the hospital who are injured, and they get the treatment in so that their lives can be saved. Now, as Rahul said, there were inputs. In fact, Times Now broke this story about intel inputs about the Yatra being attacked or coming under attack. Now, we'll have to wait on this and wait for the official confirmation whether it was a direct attack on the Yatris or whether the policemen who were guarding these Yatris attacked and then the bus got caught up. So all these reports really coming in, sketchy details, but yes, 3 policemen have also been injured in this attack. One of them has said to be in a critical state and shifted to the hospital. And right now, as I said, the focus is to completely sanitize the area, ensure that the rest of the buses of the Yatris and the convoy is secured and ensured that it passes these.
Farid, can you tell us at what time did this attack really take place, and how are these victims now being treated? In which hospital have they been taken? And do we have any confirmation coming in from either the state government or the Ministry of Home Affairs on what is the status of those who have been injured in this attack?
Well, the Yatris have been initially shifted to Anantnag District Hospital, and from there, they have been shifted to Srinagar for further specialized treatment. So this is what we are gathering from the authorities. Now, there has already been a very heavy security detail that has been deployed across the Yatra route on both the sides, be it Baltal or the Pahalgam route. But in spite of that, it is quite common sense that they cannot secure each and every inch. There will be always loopholes or points from where these militants can attack. Now, as I said, we'll wait for the official confirmation on the fact that whether it was a direct attack on the Yatra or the policemen were the initial target. But
all right, Farid, stay with me. Let me go back to Rahul Shivshankar. Rahul Shivshankar, this was the intel report that we had reported just recently on the 26th of June. So intelligence agencies definitely had picked up the fact that it was the Amarnath Yatra which was being targeted by militants, by terrorists in the area, with a specific objective of creating communal tensions in the area.
That's right.
Is this something that we can confirm to our viewers?
That's right, Navika. In my hand is that intel note. It was a top secret intel note. It was dated, as you can see here, this 25th of June 2017, and it was sent out to a large number of security personnel commanders: IG CRPF Ops Kashmir, IG Administration CRPF Srinagar, Headquarters 15 Corps BB Srinagar, all range DIGs of Kashmir Zone. So all of this was sent there. If the director can actually focus on this, we will have more. If you can just draw your camera up here. Here you can see intelligence input received from SSP Anantnag reveals that the terrorists have been directed to eliminate 100 to 150 yatris and about 100 police officers and officials. The attack may be in the form of a standoff fire on Yatra convoy. So this is pretty much following the script, Navika, because there was a convoy. We know a bus. Obviously, officially, they say that it was caught in the crossfire, but it could be interpreted to mean that the bus was targeted as such. And it goes on to say that this is a input that is assessed to be a human, which is human intelligence, which is very, very important, because human intelligence is as close as you can get, Navika, is as close as you can get by the way of actual actionable intelligence. It is from an obvious source who was either party to this plot or perhaps was somebody who was intercepted. One of the plotters was intercepted plotting this, and therefore the human intelligence is of arguably of great obvious certainty. And that's why this intel note was sent off. And we can tell you that the local area commander, as well as, of course, the Jammu and Kashmir Deputy Chief Minister, had asserted that all security arrangements had been made and the public need not worry about anything. So you have a situation where a court, and we can quote that, we are fully prepared for the Amarnath Yatra. All important aspects like security arrangements necessary for the road journey or base camp have been well taken care of. This is what the Deputy Chief Minister Nirmal Singh has said. Now, in the past, Navikan, we have to exercise extreme caution here, because now we are being told that there might be some yatris who might have even lost their lives. In fact, that number could be 2, perhaps even more. Large number of injuries. I believe at least 6 to 8 people could have been injured, which includes security personnel. So all of these are sketchy details, and I'm not going to commit to any detail with any certitude here till, of course, we have an official spokesperson who can come out and confirm the details, and we're going to try for that. We're also going to ask Farid to really look into this. But Navika, this is a diabolical plot. Yes.
That's right, Rahul, diabolical plot. I also have with me Nikunj Garg, Senior Editor, Internal Security. Nikunj, do you have any confirmations coming in from the Ministry of Home Affairs, since you follow it so closely? Any confirmations coming in, as Rahul said, about the 6 to 8 personnel, including the pilgrims as well as the police party that was guarding this entire yatra? Any confirmation on the number of injuries, or if there have been any casualties? Okay, I'm joined on the phone line by Wahid-ur-Rahman, joining me on the phone line. Any details, sir, that you may have on the Amarnath Yatra attack? Have pilgrims been attacked, and what are the details that you can give our viewers here on the Newshour tonight?
Highway, one at Batengu, another at near Anantnag, and in which almost 6 people have been reportedly, died. And these are also, I think, these are yatris. I think we can, confirm that. And but the attack was on the police party on the national highway.
So the police party was attacked, and you're saying 6 yatris may have lost their lives?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's an unfortunate. But the basic attack was on 2 different places. Attack took place, one at Batengu and another at near Anantnag. So I think we should wait for the official reports. But 6.
What time did this attack take place? And there were intelligence reports that existed. In fact, there was a report given by the SSP of Anantnag that there would be such an attack. Were any precautions taken during the Amarnath Yatra to avoid any such incident?
Look, Yatra is always, it's always sensitive, and the attack was on the security forces. So it's not like the security was not deployed. There was absolute deployment of security, and they have attacked the security at 2 different locations. So with an intention to destabilize, the security grid. So 6 people have by now lost life, which is an unfortunate incident. I think we are just trying to collect the details. That's all.
At what time did this attack take place, Mr. Wahidur Rahman?
Can you repeat the question? I'm not.
At what time did this attack take place, and where have the injured been taken? How many injured pilgrims are there in the list of injured who have been taken to various hospitals? Can you hear me, sir? Okay, we seem to have lost that line. Coming back to you, Rahul, Wahidur Rahman, the PDP MLA from that area, confirming that at least 6 yatris may have lost their lives. So it is a big attack. The fact is there were intelligence inputs and reports coming in at this moment also show us that maybe there was a crossfire between security forces and the militants who attacked this group of yatris in the bus.
As I was saying, Navika, there are contradictory reports coming in. So till there is an official statement, we can only actually speculate on what really has transpired in these 2 particular areas that were referred to. One is Batengu. I just want to quickly, once again, update our viewers on the latest that is coming in. Farid, I think, is also there with us. Farid, you have the latest details and you have been able to speak to some of your sources. What exactly are they saying, Farid? Farid, okay, we've lost Farid. We're going to try and reconnect to Farid. But I'm being told, Navika, and we can now with some certitude begin to put a number that at least 8 people have been injured in this attack. Some might have lost their lives. So there has been a loss of life. We can't exactly tell you whether it's 1 or 2, but I think Farid is there with us. Farid, if you can just apprise our viewers about the exact nature of this attack, one, and if there have been casualties too.
Well, Rahul, it is without doubt a big attack on the Yatra. There is no doubt about it. Now it is quite clear that the bus, one of the Yatra buses, was the target. These pilgrims were coming back from the Amarnath Yatra after performing the Yatra, and then they were coming back from the Balta route. Now they're moving towards Jammu. And at 2 different places there has been firing, one near Khanabal, other in Batengu. But the Batengu attack, it seems to be more deadlier, where all these Yatri casualties have happened. Now, my sources in the police and in the security apparatus confirmed to me that 6 Yatris have been killed, 15 others are injured, some of whom are critically injured. They have been shifted to the hospital, and right now massive combing operations are on. Further, I can confirm from my sources that these militants were apparently on a motorbike, and they have been identified as well. There seems to be a hand of Ismail Bhai, who is Lashkar's top commander of the killing of Bashir Lashkari. His gang could be involved in this attack. That is what I'm learning from my sources, and there are search operations that are underway. The injured Yatris have been taken out of the area. The priority is to give them the best treatment in the nick of time to save lives, and they have been shifted to Anantnag Hospital, from where grievously wounded have been shifted to Srinagar for specialized treatment. Now, this is a major attack, and as Rahul, you rightly said, we had in fact alerted everyone about it. We had the intel input, and that really has been proven right, because in that it was quite clear that the Yatra could be the target, and Lashkar is the main outfit which could target the Yatra. It seems that exactly has happened. Now, the yatra, which is still continuing, could be halted because there is no other option. There could be more attacks. They have now made their intentions clear, so they'll have to re-strategize and ensure that no more attacks take place. And till they do that, they'll have to halt the yatra and then re-strategize accordingly. But right now, the priority is to save the injured, and they have been shifted to Srinagar, most of them.
Well, Farid, we are also getting information at this moment that Wahidur Rahman, the PDP MLA, had said that about 6 yatris could have lost their life. Any confirmation coming in from any of your sources in the state government or even the police?
Yes, Navika. In fact, I got this confirmation from my sources in the security apparatus that 6 yatris have been killed. Most of these yatris could be from Gujarat. This bus was coming back from the Baltal side. These yatris, after performing the yatra, were on their way back to Jammu when the bus came under attack. Very heavy gunfire that was opened. 6 yatris have been killed. 15 to 16 others have been injured. Some of them are critically wounded, so the death toll could increase. This is a big attack. Seldom, in fact, in the last many years, though Yatra was always under the radar of the
That's right.
outfit.
That's right, Farid. I also have with me Nalin Kohli, spokesperson of the BJP, joining me, and Samir Kaul, NC spokesperson, with me. Nalin Kohli, to you first. The Amarnath Yatris have been attacked. We are getting information that at least 6 of the Yatris may have lost their lives in this attack. The fact is there was intelligence input. The security forces had been aware of the fact that there could be a target on the Amarnath Yatra. Are you getting any information on whether this was an attack on the Yatris or was it on the security forces? Any details that you can share with our viewers, Nalin?
Well, first of all, Navika, it's extremely condemnable, most unfortunate, very sad, because it is, after all, a holy month of Shravan, and hundreds and thousands of people want to go for their religious purposes to Amarnath. Just as in other religions also in the country, everyone practiced their faith. The attack is on the yatra. It doesn't matter whether the security forces are targeted, who are doing their duty, or the yatris themselves who are there for religious purposes. The attack is definitely on the yatra, which in clearly is there. There are multiple objectives to that. A, to somehow strike and send a message. The second is interfere with religious this, and the third is practice, and the third is communalize the issue somehow. At this point of time, our condolences first to everyone, each and everyone, yatri or security force, who have lost their lives. Certainly with their family members. Those who are injured, the critical thing is to ensure that they get the best treatment possible, because if it's happened in Anantnag, some of them would be required to be shifted. And in that context, the army and the administration would be totally geared up to provide the best whatever can be done immediately. And the third is, whatever is the security implications of this, that will need to be seen so that we protect the other yatris and at the same time perpetrate.
All right.
Those who are perpetrating
right.
this.
Stay with me. Before I go across to Dr. Samir Kaul, let me go back to Rahul Shivshankar. Rahul, do you have any more updates that are coming in from Anantnag area?
Yeah, in fact, Navika, it's bad news. This attack could actually be more grave than previously speculated. We are being told that as many as 15 or 16 people could have actually been injured, and some of them might be in a very serious condition. So you might have the prospect, rather unfortunate prospect, of casualties mounting. There are also reports that this particular attack is continuing, but those need to be confirmed. We are being told that policemen have definitely been injured, and there is a very high probability of some policemen having been killed in this attack. Now, I think the important point to underline constantly, Navika, is that if you remember, Times Now had accessed an intel note about 3 or 4 days ago, last week, and we had very clearly put it out that there was going to be a prospect of a large-scale attack, and it was quite detailed. In fact, the information that we had received, it was quite specific that there could be the probability or the prospect of a large-scale attack on Amarnath Yatris and the Yatra itself to cause communal disharmony. And we can only appeal as a broadcaster, Navika, that unfortunate prospect doesn't actually take place. That is the one aspect that we need to guard against, and we have to be very responsible, calling for greater and wiser counsel, Navika, and that really is the message that we need to put out. But we are being told that there were at least 2 attacks that have taken place at different points. It is the Batengu attack, which is the one in which more casualties have been actually inflicted. 4 persons have been killed. This is PTI putting out information now, and this has been confirmed by the police in Jammu and Kashmir. 4 persons killed in this terrorist attack in Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir. As I was telling you, there were casualties. PTI has spoken to police in the area, and they have been able to confirm that. We can't still tell you, Navika, how many pilgrims might have succumbed, but we are being told that there could be a dozen pilgrims that have taken fire and could have been injured. Some of them are reportedly critical. I am not going to right now speculate on whether they are in a life or death situation or have expired. We don't know about that. We're going to try and confirm that, Navika, but this is really a diabolical plot that is being hatched by the proxies, the Pakistani agents, and it must be condemned in the severest tones, because this really amounts to attacking a faith with the intent of sparking communal tension, which, as you know, can have very, very damning consequences, Navika.
Well, it's very clear that the diabolical plot by Pakistan seems to be, to attack both Indian faith and Indian religion and create a communally sensitive situation in the already charged atmosphere in Jammu and Kashmir. Going across to my colleague Anand Narsimhan, who is joining me live from the newsroom in Mumbai. Anand, can you take our viewers through the exact route of the yatra where these attacks could have taken place?
Navika, I'll do that in just a bit, but quickly, even as we were putting that location out, we've got Omar Abdullah who's tweeted. He said the one thing that we had all feared this year during the yatra, in spite of recent successes against terror militants and unprecedented force presence. Very sad news. The attack cannot be condemned strongly enough. My sympathies to the families and prayers for the injured. There is also, as he's retweeting, saying, Holy Lord, no, the worst fears coming true. And he's retweeted that too. So that's the immediate update that's coming in from Omar Abdullah, coming outright and condemning these attacks and saying the worst fears have come true. Back to you, Navika. I'll join you back again with the location in just a bit.
With me, Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, who's joining me